What's up, young Steins? It's the boy AllOutJake here, and today I want to talk about something fairly serious and what kind of like caught my eye the last few days, and that would be FaZe Gwidt up and packing, his YouTube videos. Now, I don't know why he did that. I mean, there's been two rumors around, one which I think is true, the other which I think is a bunch of bullshit. The first one being he died in a car accident. I'm about 200% sure that didn't happen. And someone said that FaZe Davey tweeted it. I don't think that happened either, because I looked and I couldn't find it. And I'm pretty sure it's the first thing that I think it is, and that's his. Obviously, we all know his dad is very sick, and it's very unfortunate. If he's terminally ill, that is, honestly, I don't know that situation, so I'm not gonna sit here and like say anything about it. But no matter how ill he is, that's very unfortunate, and I would never want my dad to be in that position, nor would I want to be in that position. I'm sorry about that. That's terrible. But honestly, getting into what like the meat and potatoes of this is the arrogance and how naive he is. And I'm gonna get roasted for this. I know I'm gonna get roasted. I see it in the comment section below. But he was arrogant as far as deleting everything and wasting time and money and everything else under the sun in order to get him into that position. Being in FaZe, that is something that you do not take for granted. I don't care who you are. That is an opportunity of a lifetime. That is an opportunity of making a living for how long amount of time? I'm not quite sure, because honestly, most people haven't been living off of, being in FaZe very long. So I don't know if, this is going to be a long time deal, or if, this is like a 5 to 6 year stint for people when they're done. But regardless, this is a lifetime opportunity, and when you get this handed to you, you don't fuck it up. He quit once, you don't quit twice, and he quit twice and he's done. Like, I don't ever see him coming back, and which I don't, I hope that they don't let him back, because I mean, I don't know if he talked to Tommy, he might have not. I'm gonna say no. Again, I don't know these facts. I'm kind of just speculating and trying to give you my opinion. I think he kind of just acted on impulse, which is something that some of us do from time to time. But you try not to act on impulse, especially on things like this. This is a very lucrative YouTube channel that he was running. He was doing very well, and it was, like I said, it is something that you don't pass up. Like, you upload every day. You really put forth 110% effort. Not even money-wise, just the fact that you can, connect with all these people and you have that fan base is something special. He's probably never gonna have that again, if he doesn't go back into FaZe. And I honestly, like I said, I don't think he is, because I think, he kind of just did it on impulse and didn't talk to anyone. And if he did, that's like a kick in the balls to Tommy and everyone else who got him to where he is. It's unfortunate that happened. That shouldn't happen at this day and age, especially when he is old enough to understand that all this time and energy has been invested into him, for him to flush it down the toilet in a few minutes by I think he deleted all his videos. I don't think they're unlisted. I think they are deleted. I don't think we're gonna hear from FaZe Gwidt for a while, at least not until if his dad with the dad situation clears up. And honestly, I hope the best for his dad. That's very that's unfortunate that happened. Like I said, I do feel very bad, but I just don't think that is an excuse to sit here and pack up all your videos, all the hard work that people have invested into you, and all the the work and time that you yourself have invested into your videos as well. It sucks that happened, and I haven't seen a video about it, so I thought I'd make one. And I mean, it does bother me, because I know if I was in that same position, it's it's easy for me to say that I wouldn't do the same thing, but I know I wouldn't do the same thing, because that's when when something like, when all that stuff is happening, you take time, you slow down, you put on the brakes, and you think about things, especially something that huge. That's not like, it's not like he just said yes or no to if he wants a milkshake at Wendy's or something. It's he pretty much flushed a career opportunity down the drain that people would kill for, and that he's gonna regret very shortly. I can guarantee you that. And I wouldn't do, like I said, I would slow down and think about that. And there's various alternatives. you just, you know, simply make a video saying, guys, I'm taking a break, I'm having, you know, family issues, and you know, my dad's sick and all that. And I'm pretty sure at least 80% of us would understand. You know, there's always that other 20% who are just naive as well and do jackass things, just don't care. But I'm pretty sure he could, you know, have saved his channel just by saying that. He could be inactive for a few months. Honestly, I think that would be okay. Obviously, he's not going to, you know, have the viewers he had, you know, if he would come back, but he wouldn't have flushed everything down the toilet, and that is a shame. Honestly, that's a shame. You know, he kicked Tommy in the nuts. He kicked everyone else, Apex, you know, every Banks in the nuts, because it was just disrespect on his part from doing this. And I'm going off, you know, I'm speculating that he didn't talk to him and it kind of just happened. No one said anything about it. You know, no FaZe members have said anything. No one's tweeted about it. And I'm kind of thinking that that's, you know, this is why, because it is a big deal and they kind of want to keep it on the down low. So, you know, I'll be interested to see what happens in, you know, a week or two. If someone says anything, maybe they're just gonna let it go. Who knows? But it is, you know, unfortunate. And just next time you guys, you know, something like that happens, like, you don't think on impulse. You know, just slow down, put on the brakes, and think. I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy AllOutJake, and if you guys like this video, well, like it and comment below what you guys think you would have done. Was it right that what he did? I mean, I'm trying to be understanding, but it's tough knowing that I would, you know, kill for a spot in FaZe. So, oh well, shit happens.